Hey there guys, so this is, good lord, I think part 4 of poi flowers. Last week we learned how to do split time, same direction flowers in in-spin. And this week we're going to talk about how to do split time opposites in spin flowers, which thankfully, I think at least, are a little bit easier than split time same direction. At least if you've done the work for split time same direction, I think split opposites winds up feeling that much easier. So let's go ahead and dive in. The place to start is get down a good split time opposites pattern for yourself directly in front of you in Butterfly, right? Split opposites feels very much like double Dutch jump roping, yeah? I also tend to kind of think of it as like you're closing a little Pac-Man head on either side of you every time you do it. So it's a mouth there kind of thing. It's kind of a silly visualization, but it works for me, you know? The challenge once you've gotten here is you're going to get this as low as you can. And you're going to pick one hand, I don't care which one. But that hand is going to rise up your center line. And you're going to try and keep those 2 points split opposites. Now you'll notice, when I get that hand up, it results in a timing where it looks like the poi heads are coming together in the middle. This is in stark contrast to when you're doing same time opposites, in which case they don't come together in the middle. But if you put your hands together, they come together at the top and bottom, right? So, split opposites, they do not come together at the top and bottom. But if you separate them, they do appear to come together almost like they're kissing in the middle, right? Cool. So, almost everybody I know that tries this has some problems with this at first. What are some ways that you can use to get into this position? Well, one way is you can try and raise that hand up your center line. And same trick we use with split time, same direction. Kind of tilt your body over and check yourself such that you're making it look like it's in same time opposite to you. And then when you return to vertical, you should be able to hold on to it for 1 or 2 reps before it falls apart. Another method I'm really fond of is visualizing that you've got a pair of rubber bands that are connected to your wrists, such that if you try and open them, it'll pull your wrists right back together again, yeah? Pull it open, they pull back together. Now, granted, they're never going to pull completely back together, but what that visualization does for you is you imagine pull, pull back, pull back, pull back. And what that actually cues your hands into is the fact that they're working in opposite timing in order to maintain this kind of relationship, right? So and this is a very exaggerated version of it, but I'm always pulling my hands away from each other and pulling them back together at the same time. They're not moving in parallel. They're always moving either towards each other or away from each other. And that'll help you find that timing, yeah? Beware about length here. It is very easy to get tangled. Okay, so you bring your hands back together, and now you practice getting the other hand up, and all the same tricks still apply. You can look at it from the side, visualize that rubber band, what have you. Now, once you've got both of these, it's time to start building up your flowers, in which case, what you're going to try and do is go from a place where one hand is up and one hand is down and slide them past each other such that you switch which hand is on top, yeah? And you want to go with the direction of the poi. So, for example, the way I'm spinning right now, my right hand is spinning related to me counterclockwise, my left hand is spinning clockwise. So when my right hand is on top, I'm going to bring both my hands to the left, and when my left hand is on top, I'm going to bring both my hands to the right, yeah? You can even make this simpler for yourself when you first start out, where you'll just get in one pedal with, say, your left hand on top, and come back around to left hand on top, left hand on top, left hand on top. Then work your way to doing both left hand, then right hand, then left hand, then right hand, then left hand, then right hand. And each time you want to do that quick little check and make sure that the poi heads are almost like kissing each other in the middle, right? Cool. So once again, you want to practice this such that you can do it 10 times without messing it up. And then the question becomes, how do you get the side positions going? And here you have a choice of a couple different options, just like we did with same time, same direction. You can either take this from a buzzsaw kind of place, like so, or you can have, you can just maintain the feeling that the poi are always further away from your body than the native arm is, right? So in either case, what you're really looking for is when your hands are out to the side, you're almost doing like a little doggy paddle. It's the exact same motion as this kind of rubber band idea that you're pulling them apart and they're getting pulled back together, except done on a smaller scale. And you know, since they're going past each other's positions, of course, you can't really use the rubber band metaphor anymore. But you know, if you do imagine that kind of dog paddle motion, that'll help you get the timing down here. And once again, you start off on one side, and please, please, please check yourself in a mirror as you're doing this. I cannot overstate the importance of working with mirrors when you're learning any kind of split time movement. Go from one side to the other, and once again, get down that little kind of dog paddle motion. That'll help you get your timing. And once you're pretty comfortable with the sides, integrate in the tops and bottoms. Now, I know I've made this one seem relatively quick to learn, and it's definitely going to have its learning curve to it, but truly, I think that if you've gotten down split time, same direction, this is a flower that comes together much, much easier than if you just started from nothing. So, yeah, that's split time opposites, and next week I will be back with some information on how you can begin working on anti-spin flowers. We've all done in spin so far the past few weeks. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next Friday. Peace.